Alright, so today I'm going to take you guys through a day in my life on clinical rotations, but a little bit different. Online clinical rotations due to the pandemic, due to quarantine. I'm not in actual physical school right now, so we are doing online clinical rotations, and I can kind of get into how that works, what's going on, either later on or in another video. But today, and for the last 2 days, I have been on my cardiology rotation. Rounds have been meeting at 9 a.m. Eastern time every single morning since the day after Memorial Day. But since they're meeting on 9 a.m. Eastern time, that's my school is on Eastern time, but I'm currently at home with family in Chicago, which is on Central time. So I have to be up and ready for rounds at 8 a.m., whereas all of my rotation mates, at least on this rotation, are all on the Eastern time zone and are getting up for 9 a.m. So I have to get up a little bit early, and I'm about to log on here now to Zoom. It's 7:57, and get ready for rounds this morning. Okay, so I am all set with the login ID and the password, and I'll press join here in a second. But yeah, we have been doing rounds like this about 2.5 hours every single morning. I'll be wrapping up on my time zone around 10:30, and then we have prep work that we need to go through or look at before rounds the next day. So after I get off rounds this morning, I will have to prepare and prep myself for rounds for Friday. So yeah, that's kind of what my day is looking like so far, and I'm gonna take you guys with me. So rounds are finished. It's about 10:30 in the morning. So we did another 2.5 hours of rounds this morning. We did get a little bit of a snack break for 5 minutes within that 2.5 hours. Today was all about thoracic or chest radiographs. So we looked at about 8 cases of different heart diseases and lung diseases, and trying to figure out what exactly the problem was based off the history, the diagnostics that we did, which was the radiograph, and just like the clinical signs of the patient. And then we worked through like what further diagnostics we'd want to see, how would we treat them, things like that. And that was really helpful for me because I personally am still trying to perfect my radiographic interpretation skills. Sometimes it's really hard for me to notice like very minute changes in a radiograph that kind of tells you the big picture right there. So that was really helpful for me today to go through these cases. Now I am going to prep for our cardio rounds tomorrow. I'll actually do that in a little bit. I'm going to take a little bit of a mental break. But tomorrow's rounds, which tomorrow is Friday, so our last rounds of the week, we're going to be going over ECGs, which is the actual like rhythm of the heart. So we're going to be looking at that, trying to diagnose arrhythmias and things of the sort. I have my rotation mate over here, and he's been asleep the entire time, haven't you, Cody? Cody. He's paying me no attention. But yeah, I'm actually outside, if you can't tell. My parents' house has this nice little screen room where I feel like it's just nice to get fresh air while I'm doing rounds or studying. But today it's actually a little bit chilly and it's raining now. So I'm gonna head inside to do the remainder of my studying, but break first. All right, so change of plans. I'm actually gonna go run to Panera and pick up lunch for the family. Come on, baby. Got the babes in the back seat. There we go. So we're gonna go pick up some Panera and then we'll eat and then we'll get to studying. All right, you guys, so I have officially finished studying for the day. I went through my cardio prep work for rounds tomorrow morning, as you guys saw, and I even got in a few practice questions, specifically canine cardiology questions, done on Vet Prep, which is the site that I'm using to study for my boards exam that I'll be taking later this year. So I got all of that done. It is almost 6 o'clock now. I'm done for the day. Not picking up another book till tomorrow. I'm actually gonna go work out now. Here's Nova having the time of her life over here. She's a good girl. Oh, and you guys, I know I showed a clip earlier of me changing the number of a countdown. That is actually a countdown that I started when the pandemic began. This year, just like for so many of you guys, has been so rough for me. I personally went through a couple of events earlier in the year that really took a lot out of me emotionally and mentally, and I felt like the one thing that I had to kind of lean on was my education and staying consistent in that. And then I feel like that's exactly when this pandemic hit and we were told we couldn't continue on in our clinical training, and thus my education was kind of like put on hold in a sense. It was just really hard for me for that first month to take that upset and that emotional like stress and just a really rough time in general after having gone through some other things. So I had to find little things to help me stay motivated and give me hope and just make me happy overall. So I started a countdown pretty early because I've wanted to be a vet my whole life, guys, and I am officially within 1 year of making that dream come true, and I knew focusing on that would give me the motivation to like still study at home by myself, not worry, and keep doing the things that I need to do and to feel better, basically. So I started a countdown where I've been counting down the days until graduation day, and that's actually been just such a boost in the morning to like countdown and one more day, just to know that I'm that much closer. I'm 24 hours closer every day I wake up and I change that number. And it's just been such a confidence booster and great motivation, and has really lifted my spirits during this time. And it's just crazy what little things can do for you. So yeah, that is my little countdown. But let me get to this workout. All right, you guys, so I think I'm going to end the vlog right about here. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to my very first vlog and witnessing a typical day in my life on my online cardiology rotation. If you like this type of content, don't forget to hit that like button or comment down below. And also, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all my brand new uploads. But once again, thank y'all so much for tuning in, and I will see y'all in my next one.